Sam Stach and Menachem Edel. One, an intelligent, sophisticated, stuck-up man of the world. The other, a kind, trusting, overly sincere wimp of a man. Sent by their Rabbi to Manitoba, Canada, on an apparent mission of Harbatas HaTorah on a grand scale. Unbeknownst to them, instead of the trip being their first step toward ruchnius and self-fulfillment, it is, in reality, their final step into the twilight zone.
Menachem, please, don't bother me. I still haven't adjusted to this whole idea. I mean, just think about it. A couple of days ago, there I was, enjoying the luxuries of Kew Gardens, planning a nice, comfortable stellar locally. And after one quick appointment with the Yeshiva, I end up going thousands of miles away to Manitoba, Canada, with someone I happen to despise with a passion.
I'm sorry to hear that family comments.
You see, Menachem, it's you. You see, I hate you. Sit down.
What have I done? Have I slighted you? Please be more for me, please.
No. It's not you personally that I hate. It's what you stand for.
What do you mean to say? You mean that you despise Musser? Oneness, deep oneness. And of course, the Tafkid B'chaim, Harbatas HaTorah. You despise these ideals?
You know, you're right, Menachem. It's you that I hate.
perfect, Mr. Cool Guy. Well, let me tell you something. You know, people are sick and tired of doing your, hey, jerk, how's it going? or those sick rankouts of yours. I can't stand it. Hey, and I said, you know, people won't tell you you're good looking for nothing. You gotta have plenty. Or, hey, Menachem. You know, in my book, you're one great guy. Of course, I'm into a lot of fiction. Well, what about that one? Hey, Menachem, don't let anyone tell you you're nobody's fool. You're a freelancer. People are sick and tired, especially about your cynicism. You're so cynical.
I am not cynical. I just happen to have a very critical eye.
I wish I knew which one it was.
And let's be honest about this. Truthfully, how can I not be cynical? Especially with a guy like you, sir. I mean, really, think about it. You've been in this yeshiva for 20 years now. And still, every single time you have a shayla, no matter what it is, no matter how big or how little, you call up the yeshiva and you ask, Rabbi this, Rabbi that, during Seder, outside of Seder, it's ridiculous already. I mean, how can a mashkin like you, Stamazoi, call up the yeshiva middle of Seder?
I'll tell you one thing, it's better than calling sports phone. Talking about the Rosh Hashiva, let me ask you a question. Do you really consider yourself a Talmud of our Rosh Hashiva?
Of course I'm a Talmud Rosh Hashiva.
Oh yeah? You're a Talmud of the Rosh Hashiva?
Yeah.
So tell me this. Why is it that the Rosh Hashiva says you should wear a hat and you don't? The Rosh Hashiva says you should live in Forest Hills and you don't. The Rosh Hashiva says you shouldn't take side jobs and you do. And Rosh Hashiva says you shouldn't buy the New York Post, and you do. And Rosh Hashiva says you should learn Chofetz Chaim Seder, and you don't. And the Rosh Hashiva says you shouldn't own a TV, and you do.
That's not true. It belongs to my wife. Now, let's be mature about this, Menachem. I mean, after all, enough bickering. Let's try to settle our differences.
You're right. Our differences won't really matter once we get to Manitoba, and you'll be taking your orders from me, your boss.
I'll be taking orders from you.
I'm glad you got it straight.
I don't believe this. We just came from Yeshiva's house just a few moments ago. He clearly said, I am the number one man.
Well, if you only had the keen perception and the depth of understanding which I had, then you would have caught in the Rosh Hashiva's words that nakuda, that itsy bitsy teeny tiny nakuda, and that changed the whole thing around.
I am not taking another step until we clear this up. Here's a dime. Right now, you go to the yeshiva, to the phone, and you call the yeshiva right now and get it straight, because I'm not moving.
This will be my pleasure. Oh, Rabbi, this is Avraham. I want to speak about. Go on. It says here that I owe the Rosh Hashiva 10 cents.
Tell me, Menachem, you agreed just like that with no argument?
Of course not. You know what the Rosh Hashiva has taught us? You should not accept what he says blindly. You have to question. You have to probe. You have to check up all the sources and analyze. Then accept it blindly.
Tell me, what argument did you put up?
I said, I worked on the Pilsher more than him. I worked on the Musar Shmuzin more than him. I worked on the sessions more than him. And I hacked the Rosh Hashiva more than him. And of course, I hold the yeshiva more than him. So what could he possibly have that I don't?
So what'd he say?
A drop of seichel.
Okay, we're ready for boarding. Please bring your suitcases forward.
Man, listen. In order to avoid any problem, just answer all his questions exactly the way I did. Just repeat exactly the way I answered.
What do you mean? If some of your answers might not apply to me, then it would be sheker.
Don't worry about it. I checked it out beforehand. You see, they expect you to lie. They expect you to lie, so therefore there's no problem if you do. It's just like wit.
What do you mean? It's sheker. Why else would they ask you? You know what they say, Chazal? Mitzvah sheker tirchak. And when it says tirchak, it doesn't mean tirchak, it means tirchak. That you should go far. Hey!
Well, you can do what you want, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, sir, are you transporting any valuables?
None whatsoever.
Okay, take it through. Okay, sure. Thank you. Next.
Let's broken crop.
Okay, sir, are you carrying any valuables?
Valuables. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Could you be a little more specific? What that means?
It means that I'm trying to find out whether your bags contain anything of excessive value. Got it?
I don't know if I hear the difference. Excessive value and valuables. You've got to explain better.
Now listen, Einstein. I'm going to ask you just one more time. Do those bags contain only basic essentials or don't they?
Why didn't you say so? Surely you. In here I only have my bare basic essentials which I live with.
All right, put your bags up here and let's have a look through the x-ray machine.
Well, let me speak on his behalf.
Oh, yes. He'll be my Melitz Yosher.
See, I've known this fellow for many years. And it's true. It's true. He is a deceitful, low-down, treacherous creature. Look at that face. He's a harmless thing. Really. Just give him a break.
Give him a break? There is no way in the world you can possibly convince me. Give that man a break. You'll never, ever do it. But it's certainly worth a try. All right, listen, you. I'll get your stuff out of here and get moving.
Yes, you're very nice. You're very kind.
You know, I could have gotten fired for what I just did.
Why? Because you were so rude to him?
No, because I just let 150 pounds of pure dope through.
End of scene 1.
You know, Shmuel, I'm really excited about this. This is the first time that I have ever flown.
Very nice.
Lead Korean Airlines. Would like to order more passengers from Flight 459 non-stop to Manitoba. We at this time would like to remind everyone to fasten their safety belts for takeoff.
Shmuel, Sam, they made the announcement you have to buckle your seatbelt up already.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What do you mean, don't worry about it? That sign says you have to buckle your seatbelt, so you must buckle your seatbelt.
We're not taking off for a couple of minutes. Now stop bugging me. Don't bother me. What's the big deal?
What are you talking about? That sign says benefactor, buckle your seatbelt. That is the law. Dina de Malchusadina. Now listen here. That stewardess is coming around any second. And when she sees your seatbelt unbuckled, it's going to be one of the greatest Hilashims in all history. Sam, Leman Hashem! Buckle your seatbelt!
May we have your attention, please? For the short, obnoxious. With a big mouth, please hold it down. You're annoying everyone on this plane.
I am really having second thoughts about this trip. I must say.
Shmuel, I'm surprised at you. Where's your talking about Shem? You should realize that whatever's going to happen is going to be for the best. Whatever Hashem wants, that's the way it's going to be. And there's nothing to be nervous about. Hey, what's that?
Nothing. We're just taking off.
Oh, take off. Take off? We're all gonna die!
Can't you hear what you just said? Happy talking about Hashem. Whatever Hashem wants is going to be. Now stop it.
But he wants me dead! We're gonna die!
Calm down.
idea that you should put the families in another section. This way, you and me will be able to learn together Bimenucha.
Right. Students, can I have a headset, please?
A headset? Shmuel, don't tell me that you're going to listen to that. Music! Music! Like that. Michael Jackson! Don't tell me you're going to listen to that music!
You know, you're right. I think I'm going to watch the movie instead.
Well, you can watch the movie. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to learn.
Go back to the family set.
You never explained to me how we ever got Mr. Richman as our secret benefactor.
Are you crazy? Keep it down. It's secrets. Nobody's supposed to know about that. Could you imagine if the other branches found out that we had one man who's single-handedly supporting our yeshiva? Imagine the jealousy that would be caused. It would be horrible. Quiet. Wait a minute. Besides, how do you even know about it? I was at Yeshiva's house today, and he told me, and you weren't there yet. How do you know about it?
Hech told me.
Between the yeshiva, between you and me, no one else could know about it.
May we have your attention, please? Will either Rabbi Stulberger or Rabbi Hale please come to the front of the aircraft? We have a message for you from Mr. Richman, your secret benefactor.
You want to maybe get that, see what they want?
Sure. Over there! See that kid with a yarmulke? You know what I bet? I bet that kid is one of our future students. Wow! This is a great opportunity for me to go over there and be mashpia all over him.
Will you leave that kid alone? alone. Let him enjoy the flight. What do you want from the kid?
I'm surprised at you. Have you forgot the purpose of our mission? We are to go out and bring Torah to those who are thirsty and give them from the well springs of Torah. Give me 5 minutes with him and he'll be a different person.
Be my guest.
Hi there! How do you do? I'm Rabbi Adel. What's your name?
Drop dead.
Oh, really? Well, then tell me, Drop. That's a very interesting name. Is it Russian, like from Andropov?
If I say yes, then will you drop dead?
You know what? I think that I'm going to have to try a different approach with this one. I'm going to have to show them that us Chofetz Chaim guys, we are really with it. Say that! What you listening to, man? Some of that Simon and Garfinkel?
You know, you're a very sick individual.
I got his attention. Well, you know, there's a very good chance that next year in yeshiva, I am going to be your Rebbe.
I'd rather die. Say, Rabbi, can I tell you a secret?
Oh, why, sure, you can confide in me.
Rabbi,
You can tell me whatever you want.
Rabbi, see this bottle of soda I just finished?
Yeah?
Well, if you don't shut up and leave me alone, I'm going to smash it over your head.
Let me explain something to you. You see, you are a Jew. Therefore, you have a beautiful Jewish neshama. You couldn't hurt me even if you wanted to.
Well, tell me, did you reach out and touch his pure and beautiful Jewish soul?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
Because he is a dirty little shit.
Menachem, let me explain something to you, Menachem. You see, you, unlike myself, have been cloistered in the yeshiva for the past 20 years. It's going to take a little time before you're able to relate to young people. And for that matter, all people.
You might be right about those kids. But you see over there, that's someone I can relate to. You know who that is? Don't you realize? That is Rabbi Horowitz. You know, he was the big posik. He was in Slobodka. Gosh, I've got to go over and talk to him.
Wait. He's an old man. Don't bother him. Let him relax on the plane. And besides, your Yiddish isn't good enough for him.
What are you talking about? We speak the same language, him and me. He'll be thrilled when I come over to him. I'm telling you, for him, it's gonna be a real fucking nigger. is a shal of Gezel Shina. But on the other hand, he might want me to wake him up so he can answer my question. What should I do?
Was geht unter?
In Cholnikmir. Aber kann ich fragen die Rosh Hashiva for Shallows?
Hör noch zu, teuren Schmetterling. Erzähl und einen anderen Zeit. Ich bin jetzt ein bisschen müde.
Oh, a Dank! Mein erster Schala war, was hat die Alter von Slobodka angefangen geworden? Die ganze Movementen some emphasizing der Gottes Ha'adam.
Was? Was für ein Lassen redet ihr? Ich verstehe nicht Fernsbreit. Aber genug von dem. Wollen wir reden und lernen? Sag mir etwas ein gut Wort.
Oh, ich habe ein gut Wort. Ich hab gehört, ein schöner Schmus.
Ein Schmus? Ich will nicht hören ein Schmus. Ich will hören Teile.
Ich hab ein sehr schöner Hesber in einer Amara Shaw, wie ist mit Diet geboren gewesen. In einer Pavamina von Atosis.
Ein Hesber? In der Hafermine? Na so? Ich will hören Teile. Ich will hören Aramban. Schneidinen.
Why didn't you say so? Ich kann sagen Schneidinen. Erstes ist ein Ding, als ein Mensch darf waschen wegen Nägelwasser. Und das zweite Ding, darf sagen wegen Mode Honig.
Ich hab Kegel nicht gesehen, als so ein Amores in meinem ganzen Leben.
Was schön da. Aber ich will fragen eine andere Schale.
Ein Minute. Ich will euch fragen an Scheilen. Was tut das Spaghetti, als wollt ihr euch in Kanada?
Well, ich bin der neue Rosh Hashiva von ganz Manitoba.
Hey, yeah? Ich bin Joschke. two guys look familiar. Aren't you the two rabbis from Chofetz Chaim?
Yeah, that's right. But how do you know we're from Chofetz Chaim? I don't think we've ever met before.
Oh, that's simple. You know, us Chofetz Chaim guys, we have a certain Fähigkeit.
Right.
We also have a certain Chain.
Right. But I see that you two fellas don't know who I am. I am Wallace Krum.
Hey, this is Mr. Krum. Wallace Krum. Wallace Krum, of all people on this planet. Don't you know Wallace Krum? Who's Wallace Krum?
Wallace Krum, the man personally responsible for arranging the two of you to come to Canada.
Oh, of course. Why, Rashida spoke so much about you. We're so pleased to meet you. Have a seat. Come on, sit down. My name is Rabbi Stoch here. This is Menachem Edel. I'll tell you, Mr. Krum, the work you've done in putting this school together, it's just remarkable. We're eternally grateful, aren't we, Menachem?
Yes, why, certainly. As long as Mr. Krum realizes that we have total control of the school and its monies.
By the way, Mr. Krum, what were you doing in New York? We know how indispensable you are to the Jewish community of Manitoba.
Thank you, Rabbi. Well, I was in New York to speak at a business convention. My theme was, money is nothing without love.
That's really beautiful. Love of family?
No, silly, love of money. Right, say it like it is.
Do it.
Well, yes. I must say we certainly are excited about this high school in Beis Medrash. You can be sure, Mr. Krum, that we will break our backs to make your school a brilliant success.
That's right. After all, we too have spent the last 20 years of our life preparing for this mission of disseminating Torah to the confused, marginal, and uneducated Jews such as yourself.
He's such a comedian. I just love this kid.
You know, I find your seminary fascinating. I really find your seminary fascinating. That's good. Learning. The knowledge that you have accumulated must be overwhelming.
True.
I'm even embarrassed to ask Rabbi Edel, but it's such a simple, everyday question. But my wife wants to know, how exactly you kosher liver?
Oh, gosh, liver. Now, that seems too difficult of a question to answer. Will you excuse me for a moment? Gary! How do you kosher liver?
Where's the emphasis?
Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I don't have my sources on me right now. I'll get back to you on that one. But listen, these shallows aren't the main thing. The main thing is that we are bringing Torah to the boys of Manitoba.
And girls.
Girls? We never agreed to start a girls' school.
Of course not. The girls are in the same school as the boys.
Mr. Krum, you mean to tell me that of the 70 students enrolled in the school, half of them are girls?
I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression, but the figure of 70 was our projected goal. After you two were going to recruit additional students. See, at the present time, we have nobody.
Well, there are no kids in this school. Oh, what's happening?
But don't worry, Rabbi. There shouldn't be any problem with enrollment as long as the school's charter stays conservative. Why, in no time at all, you'll get plenty of kids.
Shmuel, the school's conservative. Shmuel, I don't know if I want to go through with this.
Nothing. Let's pull ourselves together here. Remember, all is not lost. We have that guaranteed contract for Mr. Richman.
Say, didn't you get the message that was left with the stewardess? It now appears that Mr. Wolfman changed his mind and left all his money to the Chofetz Chaim branch in Manitoba.
There's no money. It's conservative. There are girls. There are no kids. You know, I think we have to give this matter certain consideration. That, you know, we weren't expecting some things which came up. You know, I really think that. Looking over this Manitoba idea, I really think that it's... You know, I really wish I had someone I can talk this over with. If you ask me, I think you're rich enough for getting yourself into this in the first place. But money. If you would have listened to me 14 years ago, you should have gone to medical school. But no. Daddy, don't interrupt me. What should I... Hello? Well, oh, nothing. This is your life's partner. I want you to realize that you're doing the best thing. You're being Marvin Storm. Yeah. Hey, what should I do? We're going to Manitoba on this plane. I can't go there. There's only one thing. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to have your attention, please. The plane, it will not be arriving in Manitoba on the schedule. The reason for this is, it is because I am hijacking this plane to first institute